Welcome to the ManelMount MAX1 installation video. Before starting your installation, ensure that the MAX1 will fit your specific mounting needs. You can easily verify this by utilizing the ManelMount installation calculator, located at ManelMount.com. By entering a few key measurements, this calculator will help you find the perfect mount for your installation. Before starting, please pause this video and gather the necessary tools for a successful install. Once you're ready, hit play to continue.
Hi, I'm Chris with ManelMount, and today we're installing our new MAX1 full motion TV mount. We've redefined full range motion TV mounting to deliver unmatched versatility, maximum motion, and a 3-inch flush to wall profile. For our installation, we've already used our online installation calculator along with our manual to confirm that our mantle depth, our vertical wall space, and our mount are all compatible with our television and soundbar. We've also located the structural wall studs closest to the center of our mantle and ensured that the distance in between them is no more than 28 inches on center. In addition, we've identified the center of our mantle, as that's where we're going to want to place the center of our wall plate. So now that we've verified all of our installation requirements, let's get started and open our box.
Let's begin by unpacking our MAX1 and reviewing the included parts. Your MAX1 should include the lifting mechanism, 1 wall frame, 2 vertical braces, 2 brace extenders, 1 horizontal brace, wall frame covers, soundbar wings, 1 center heat sensing handle, VESA extenders, 1 leveling block, a silver and a black hardware packet, 1 template and installation guide. Once you've verified all the parts, you're ready to move on with your installation. Step 1. Attaching braces to the TV. For this first step, locate the following parts. Start by placing your TV screen side down on a flat blanketed surface and test fitting the TV braces on the back side of the TV. Position the vertical braces over the VESA holes so that the bottom of the vertical braces are 3 to 10 inches from the bottom of the TV or soundbar if one will be installed. If you're installing a soundbar, you will need to test fit that as well. We will also be test fitting the brace extenders and the horizontal braces. We have positioned those over the soundbar for our installation. Once we are satisfied with the positioning, we can begin attaching the braces to the back of the TV using the appropriate screws, ensuring that there is adequate thread engagement without hitting the bottom of the threaded insert, as this can damage your TV. Next, we're going to attach one of our brace extenders to our vertical brace. Using one number 18 screw, now we will need to slide the horizontal brace into the slot located at the bottom of the brace extender. Once inserted, we will attach the second brace extender onto the horizontal brace, and then secure that to the vertical brace using one number 18 screw. For our installation, we will also be test fitting the provided soundbar wings, as the mounting location for our soundbar is wider than our horizontal brace. Depending on your soundbar, you may be able to attach directly to the horizontal brace. Once we are satisfied with the positioning of all our parts, we can secure the horizontal brace to the brace extenders using 2 number 15 screws, making sure to keep the horizontal brace centered before fully tightening it down. Next, we'll finish up by securing the brace extenders to our vertical braces using 2 more number 18 screws and part 23 nuts. Please note, you will need to attach the hardware as we have done here, with the screw heads facing inward towards the center of the TV and the nuts face outward towards the edge of the TV. At this point, we can now tighten down and secure the braces to the brace extenders. Next, we'll attach our heat sensing center handle to the horizontal brace using 2 number 15 screws, making sure to leave at least 1 inch clearance from the bottom of the soundbar. Next, we'll position and attach the soundbar wings to our horizontal brace using the number 59 carriage bolts, the number 10 washers, and the number 23 nuts from our hardware packet. Step 2. Determining mount placement. To determine the mount placement, we will need to take a quick measurement and do some easy math to determine the placement of our wall frame above the mantle. With the measuring tape, you will need to measure from the bottom of the vertical braces to the bottom of the TV. If you are installing a soundbar, as we are here for our installation, you will need to measure from the bottom of the vertical braces to the bottom of the soundbar. For our installation, Our vertical brace distance was just over 4 inches, so we'll round up to 5 inches. We'll now take that measurement and add 4 inches, giving us a mounting location of 9 inches. This will leave us with a clearance of 3 inches above the mantle. Using a measuring tape, measure from the top of your mantle to the measurement you came up with and mark that location on the wall. Next, take a level and mark a straight line on your wall. This will be the location of the bottom of the wall frame when installed. Next, we will mark a center line on our template. Take the bottom edge of the template and place it on the line we just marked on our wall, making sure the template is centered. Once in place, we will use a pen or pencil to place a mark on 4 of the cutouts of the template, making sure to mark as close to the center of the wall studs as possible. Once this is done, we can remove the template and use an awl to punch 4 guide holes in the center of the marks we just made. This will help keep the drill in place as we now proceed to drill 4 holes using a 7/32 drill bit, making sure to keep the drill horizontal while drilling the holes. For your installation, we suggest using a piece of cardboard to protect the top of your mantle for the next portion of the installation. Step 3. Attach mount to wall. We'll bring our wall frame to the mantle, making sure that the up arrows imprinted on the wall frame are pointing upward. We will now attach the wall frame to the wall using 4 number 17 lag bolts and 4 number 11 washers. For our installation, we will be using a drill to drive the bolts into the wall, but we stop before fully securing the bolts, as this will prevent any damage that may occur from over-tightening the bolts, and also allow us the ability to fine-tune and level the positioning of our wall frame. Once we are good with our positioning, we'll use our socket wrench to tighten down the bolts. Repeat this process with the remaining bolts. Once the wall frame is secured and in place, we can attach the wall frame covers to conceal the hardware. Next, we'll need to prepare the lifting mechanism to attach to our wall frame. We'll start by partially threading in 4 number 13 screws into the threaded tabs of the lifting mechanism. Do not thread them all the way in, as we will need a 1/4 inch gap to hang the mechanism onto the wall frame. With the wall frame pulled out away from the wall, lower the top 2 screws of the lifting mechanism onto the top 2 slots of the wall frame. Then swing the lower screws into the lower slots of the wall frame. Hand tighten the top screws. Do not fully tighten them, as we are still making adjustments. Place a level on the face of the lifting mechanism, as we will now be adjusting any forward tilt. We will need to install 2 number 15 screws into the threaded holes at the back of the wall frame. Tightening these screws will push the bottom of the lifting mechanism outwards. Make sure to adjust both screws evenly. Once you are satisfied with the positioning, you can now secure the lifting mechanism to the wall frame by tightening all 4 screws on the side of the lifting mechanism. Step 4. Attaching TV to mount. Before hanging the TV, we will need to pre-adjust the mount tension to accommodate for the weight of the television. You can easily gather this information using the owner's manual for the TV or from the TV manufacturer's website. Once you have this information, adjust the tension bolt so that the front edge of the gas spring block aligns with the correct weight. Rotating the bolt in a clockwise direction will increase the lifting force. Rotating counterclockwise will decrease the lifting force. Next, with the lifting mechanism pulled away from the wall, you and an assistant will need to hang all 4 hooks on the vertical braces onto the lifting mechanism. Once secured, slowly release the TV. If the TV starts to lower, remove the TV and increase the lifting force. Otherwise, you can secure the TV to the lifting mechanism using 4 number 15 screws. Do not fully tighten these screws yet, as we need to check that the TV is level before securing the TV to the mount. For our installation, we'll now be attaching our soundbar to our soundbar wings using the hardware provided by a soundbar manufacturer. Once we are happy with the positioning and make final adjustments, we will secure the soundbar to our mount. Step 5. Final adjustments. If you find that the TV is not level, you may need to make a slight adjustment on the back of the TV by inserting the leveling block into the slot located on the vertical braces. Place the leveling block into the slot on the side of the TV that is too low, as shown here. turn the screw downward until the TV is level. Once we are happy with this adjustment, we can now tighten down the 4 screws we previously installed and secure the TV to the lifting mechanism. For the final step of our install, we will use zip ties and our routing clips to secure the wiring to our mount as shown here, making sure to leave plenty of slack for lowering the mount. When routing any cabling, be sure not to place any wiring directly behind the wall mount, as this may interfere with your mount fully closing. And finally, let's test our mount tension. Pull your mount out and away from the wall, then lower it. If you find that it is difficult to lower your mount, you may need to fine-tune the mount tension. You can do this by slightly lowering your mount and again using a socket wrench to compensate for the weight of your TV and soundbar. Once this adjustment is made, you are now ready to enjoy eye-level TV viewing.
Thanks for watching our MAX1 installation video. We trust you found this video helpful, but if you have any questions or concerns about your installation, please feel free to reach out to our customer support team using our email, support@ManelMount.com, or by using our toll-free number shown below. Thanks for watching.